Okay, we're back on part 2 of what to look for in an SKS when you buy one. Okay, as in the previous video, we just discussed gas piston and cylinder. Now we're going to discuss, this is yugo exclusive here, we're going to discuss gas valve. Now I am replacing the gas valve on this one. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I want a stainless steel one, because then you don't have to worry about shooting corrosive ammo as much. Now to check your gas valve, you will usually be in this position. Push in on it, rotate it to the top position, and then push in on it again, rotate it back. Here we go. Now keep in mind, you can only do this when you got the cylinder off, because it pushes this back. Now, to check your gas tube, just pull up on your button here. Pull up. Oh, wait a minute, the spring's stuck in there. Hang on. Now, if you got a spring that just falls out, just push it down with something like that. It'll pull right out, just like that. Here, see? There's your gas piston. Now, you'll want to look in here especially, because this can't be replaced as easily. Just shine it up to the light, or, shine a light in there or something. That should generally be free of pitting, or anything like that in there. You do not want pitting in there. That is not something you'd want pitting in. Because then that's just a sign, don't buy the rifle, it's not going to cycle. That's the only time I'm going to say don't buy the rifle. Now, if you got a gas piston, as you can see, there is no pitting on this one at all. This is what a very good condition gas piston looks like. Very, very well. Very, no pitting on it. No pitting down the, where's the little valve at? No pitting down there, clear through. Now, if this is pitted, or it's bad, you can still buy the rifle. May or may not cycle, but what you can do is just buy a new gas valve for about $10 off websites for stainless steel. That's nothing that would really stop me from buying the rifle. But if you're that specific and you don't want to do anything, whatever, it's up to you. Okay, now most of the time when you go to buy something like this, the seller will usually let you inspect the rifle. Oh, whoop, I put that in wrong. I'm talking here. The seller will usually let you inspect the rifle for quality. Now, if the seller refuses to let you inspect the rifle for quality, put the spring back in the button. Now, if the seller refuses to let you inspect the rifle for quality, button back in, slide back, down. Now, if the seller refuses to let you inspect the rifle for quality, don't buy it. Because then that's just indicating that the seller is dishonest and the rifle is probably flawed. Just gotta wiggle this down in here a little bit there. There we go. And there we go. Down you go. Okay. Okay, now if the right, then you don't want to buy it if he refuses to let you inspect it, because that's just a sign that it's in shitty condition. It's not even worth your time. Just leave. These are becoming again harder and harder to find, especially the yugos. And now it's almost easier to obtain an Albanian than a yugo, because everyone wants the yugos because of the 20mm grenade launcher. Oh, back to the grenade. Now we got to go over this here. If you're looking for it to get a golf ball launcher to launch inert grenades, you want to look for this here, generally here. You do not want this pitted. Again, this has to hold a gas seal. Keep that in mind. You don't want big dings. If you got a ding in the first ring here, this one seems pretty clean here. Yeah, that one's pretty clean. If you got a couple dings in this first ring here, that doesn't matter. This one's good though. See, these are your other rings. These are just like rings in a piston. They hold compression, so you at least don't want, I'd say 3 of these with dings on them. You need to have a good gas pressure here to hold your shoot your grenade off. You want this generally in good condition. Dings in the front, like right up here in the crown. This isn't really the crown of the barrel. The crown of the gas or the grenade launcher. There's a couple dings in that doesn't matter. You also want this to be tight on here. You don't want this loose. Your sight. Let me just put this so I can put the sight up. I'm not going to flip it up all the way so it locks. But generally, you want all your numbers very visible and with the white all on them if you're looking for one to launch a grenade. That's just so you can tell how far it's going to go or whatever. Again, your bayonet here, another thing to look for, a bayonet. These are coated with some sort of material. These are not just this color. These are like not painted, they're anodized or something. You generally want 95% of this anodization or whatever this is on here. You don't want bare metal showing because that will rust then. Another thing, you want to make sure your sight leaf is fully functional, or your tangent sight is fully functional, and your sight spring is not broken or cracked. You will easily be able to tell there will be it will be easy to pull it up and down. Oh, here's another thing, safety. There is no safety on this one, but that's because I broke it off by accident when I was trying to, it was bent and it was hitting the trigger a little bit, so I was trying to bend it out. I broke that off and getting a new one in the mail tomorrow. I'll replace that. But safety, you want to, I don't even think they can sell the gun unless it has a safety on it, so that's really nothing to worry about. I think it's illegal to sell a gun if it doesn't have a functioning safety, but, you know, if it doesn't have a safety, that's up to you. Just another stupid thing to worry about, but you know, some people will worry about it. In the back here, you got your butt pad. Let me get a flashlight. You got your butt pad in the back. You want that generally in good condition, but these are easy to replace. You can get them off of any website that sells them. Here, there was a little bit of pushing out in rubber. Rubber was pushing out a little bit, and it stuck out maybe 2 or 3 millimeters, so I just took a razor blade and trimmed that off and got that all nice and flush and smooth, so you don't have to replace the pad. The pad in the back overall and on the sides, very good condition. Still got some rubber, still got a lot of rubbery or push to it. In the back here is a cleaning kit. You push in, it's hard to push in here with one hand. It's in there though. You push in and there's this little tube cleaning kit that comes out of there. If you want that in there, that's another thing to look for. This one was 100% complete when I bought it. Also, you got your cleaning rod here. You kind of want to look for that. Make sure that's there. Make sure that's not all rusted out. Other than that, that's your basic. That's not basic. That's what you look for. Everything you want to look for in an SKS. Oh, one more thing. You want to make sure your sight is in there. Your sight's not broken off. You know, make sure if you can push these side things with your hand and this adjustment with your hand and move them right to left, don't get the rifle. That means you'll never be able to keep it on. If you can push these, this sight adjustment, these little knobby things in the side of the sight, side to side with your hands easily, don't get it. That's a sign that it's been over adjusted. You'll never be able to keep the rifle on. You got any questions about any of this video? Feel free to send me a message. Spartan765 out.